I am Vanshika from White Falcon Publishing, and today I'm going to be in a conversation with Debashish Bhattacharya, the author of Divine Resurrection. I would like to introduce the book before I get into the question and answers with the author. In the heart of a humble village called Shirdi, over a century ago, walked a saint who asked for nothing yet gave everything. Shirdi Sai Baba, beyond creed, beyond religion, beyond form, lived not to be worshipped but to be awaken the divine within each of us. His eyes held the depth of the cosmos, his silence spoke volumes, and his presence continues to echo in the hearts of millions around the world. The Divine Resurrection is not just a book, it is a pilgrimage in pages, a visual journey that breathes life back into history. For the first time, original and rare photographs of Shirdi Sai Baba have been meticulously researched, digitally stored, and brought together with reverence and precision. These are not merely images, they are windows into time, portals into his eternal presence. I would like to welcome Debashish sir again over this interview. I am very excited to be in conversation with you today. But before I begin, I would also like you to introduce us to book and to yourself.
So, Om Sai Ram. I'm a Sai
Audible, sir.
devotee, and my journey started when I was in class 10. So, my father first introduced me to Shirdi Sai Baba. It was a very small, humble book. And since then, I was looking out for more, research level information. Since I'm trained in science, so more than spirituality, I wanted to know Sai Baba as a person.
Yeah.
And I could find out that these books lacked a consensus, a general consensus on him. So whether he was a Hindu or a Muslim, and I thought, okay, let's find out, more details about him, and that is how I wanted to write a book which was not dealing with Sai Baba and spirituality, but Sai Baba as a person and his personality. So that is how I started researching on this book, and it's like now 14 years now. So somewhere around 2010 I started compiling the matters and all, visited Shirdi couple of times, got in touch with the direct descendants, the devotees descendants, and slowly and steadily it took me 14 years, and by Baba's grace now this book is coming into limelight.
I would like to begin with the first question. The Divine Resurrection has been described as a pilgrimage in pages. What inspired you to create a book that is both visually and spiritually pleasing in nature?
So as I said that this idea is coming from a very personal space. And when I was going through different text on Shirdi Sai Baba, I could see that most of the text were falling short on printing the pictures. I don't know, maybe they didn't want the pictures to go to the public, maybe they will not be respected, or they were printing the pictures in very low resolution. And I always wanted to have those pictures printed, boldly in one full page, so that either I can, preserve them or preserve his legacy. So that is how I thought, let's collect all the pictures into one book. So this one book has all the, original photographs, and then researched and then restored. Uh, Almost looks as if taken, few years ago. And you will not be in want of Baba's picture once you have this book. So there are around 11 authentic photographs of Baba, and few photographs which are thought to be of Baba, but they are not actually of Baba. That has also been catalogued. So I think it is till date the most authentic version of a book on Sai Baba's photographs. So here I'm only talking about Sai Baba and his photographs. So I've kept the spirituality level low and the research level high on this particular.
The book blends history, devotion, and art. How did you strike a balance between factual documentation and spiritual storytelling, as you say?
Yeah, so this was quite difficult because at the heart of the book lies the photographs of Sai Baba and the researched information, like who was the photograph, how this photograph was taken, where this photograph was taken. So I had to struggle a little bit, and since there were so many contradictory information, and there are people who are claiming, like there's one photograph, will come to know when you go through the book. So the single photograph has been is being claimed to have been taken by four photographers. Now this is not possible that four photographers take one photograph exactly same. So it took some digging from my side, and I could cover up this particular topic in more detail.
Yeah.
So I think it was more about emotion, presence, and essence of Baba's life that inspired me to strike a balance, and it is all by his grace that the history and devotion, they you will find a perfect mix. And when you go through these pages, I think you will be taken around 107 years ago. That is in times of Baba. So you will feel Baba's presence in front of you.
Right. So when I was reading out the blog, I got to know, and the audience will get to know, that you define these photographs as windows into time. Could you share one image or one moment that particularly moved you or revealed something completely new about Baba?
Yeah, so when you read this book, this will be the photograph number 4 and the photograph number 5. So, photograph number 4 is the famous photograph. Like when you talk about Sai Baba, people know him as a person sitting on stone with a folded leg. So that was the photograph, and how this photograph was taken. And Tatya Sahib Nulkar was instrumental in getting the photographer, and how he arranged for the photography. There are also claims from his family member that he himself took the photograph, and how that simple stone, which is still preserved. If you go to Shirdi, you enter Dwarika Mai, you will see that very same stone preserved. So in the eastern wall of Dwarika Mai, that stone is still there. So that is a heart moving photograph. And luckily, 92 years old original print I could get hold. So I got a copy of a book from antique dealer in Delhi,
Yeah.
and that was 1933 original edition of a book on Sai Baba, where this print was there, Sai Baba sitting on stone.
Mhm.
So it was as if Sai Baba wanted this print to now come out to the world. So it's the most authentic print that is there, Sai Baba sitting on stone. So a very moving picture.
Yeah.
And then there is photograph number 5, is again a photograph which is linked to the first photograph. People thought they were two different photographs,
Mhm.
but I have proved through logical reasoning and certain research fact that they were two photographs taken on the same day.
Oh.
So that is a picture which is near to everyone's heart.
Uh, a book is author's personal um, personal, I don't know, something that the author wants to preserve to themselves and keep to themselves, yet they want to reveal it to the audience. And I'm sure the phrase the divine resurrection, as you wrote the book, also meant something to you. Maybe about reviving the forgotten history or reawakening faith or even something more deeper. What is it that it meant to you throughout the process of writing?
Okay, so the divine resurrection, like many people and my friends asked that this looks like a biblical story. So why did you choose this title? So, well, the divine doesn't need to be resurrected. The divine is always present,
Yeah.
right? But this title is the resurrection of our faith on him. So these days there are a lot of controversies that we hear about him, Hindu, Muslim, and all that stuff. But he was beyond caste, beyond creed, and beyond religion. So I hope to, resurrect our faith on him through this book. Okay, and I believe that it is the book which chooses its reader. It's not the reader who chooses the book. And I have this firm faith that this book will choose its own reader,
Yeah.
and it's a must read. And you will get to know, like, that inner feeling is something that when you hold the book into your hand, you go through a few pages, you will come to know that. So it's a resurrection of our faith on him.
Yeah.
That's what
Absolutely.
drove me.
Because you mentioned readers, my next question to you was about what
Mm.
you wanted readers to take away from the book, The Divine Resurrection. What do you think it'll awaken in the readers beyond the idea of devotion? Perhaps reflection of their own self, compassion, or self-awareness or something beyond that?
Yes, I hope it awakens their connection with Baba. So today we are falling in a rat race where we all are chasing materialistic devotion, materialistic pleasures, and materialistic pursuits. So I hope that through this book we will feel the divine grace of Baba flowing into our heart. And once you go through the book, you will feel more connected to Baba. As Baba said, there are n number of incidences there where Baba showed that his photograph is his living presence. So looking into his photograph is actually looking to him.
Yeah.
And as it is said, if you look to me, I will look to you. This is what Baba said. So this book is, as I said, a resurrection of our faith and our longing for Baba's darshan.
Right. I loved having this conversation with you and understanding the idea of the divine resurrection and perhaps why it is called divine resurrection. And I hope readers take away as much as I got the chance to take away from this interview. I mean, I'm close to wrapping up this interview, but before I do so, I would request all the people who are watching this interview to get a copy of the Divine Resurrection. It's available on all online platforms, including Amazon, Flipkart, and WFP store. Once you read the book, get hold of the book, do consider reviewing it, talking about it, and let it reach to the masses.
As I said, it's not we who choose Baba, it is Baba who chooses us. So if the book has chosen you, it will come to you. And just, I believe that once you go through the book, we all will have our faith resurrected on him, will feel deeply connected to him. And may Baba bless us. That's my prayer to him.
Yeah. Thank you so much for taking time for this interview, and it was lovely talking to you.